Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Shivaya Namah, 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 Shivaya Namah.
சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு எம்மையாகின்ற அருணை மலையான கருணையில் அருளவாராய் பஞ்சபூதத்தில் ஆட்சி புரிகின்ற நித்யனே இறங்கி வாராய் தூணிலும் துரும்பிலும் எனதுயிரிலும் நிறைந்து ஆட்கொண்டவா கனவிலும் நினைவிலும் இவை பொழுதிலும் எம்மை காக்கின்றவா தூணிலும் துருவிலும் எனதுயிரிலும் நிறைந்து ஆட்கொண்டவா கனவிலும் நினைவிலும் இவை பொழுதிலும் எம்மை காக்கின்றவா தலைகளை உடைத்து எதிரியை ஒழித்து சிவமயமாக்கிடவா உன் தரிசனம் காட்டில் கொடிதனை நாட்டு நீரானையில் நாட்டின் ராஜாதி ராஜனே சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாத வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாத வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திராத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு
Pani zani zari 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 pani bama bama gaza. Pani zani zari 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 pani bama 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 pani bama 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 gaza. Bama 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 pani bama 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 zari 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 pani zani 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 zari zari zari
மண்ணிலே மாண்டு போகும் நோய்களில் வீழ்ந்து போகும் எண்ணிலா பிறப்பெடுத்து துதிக்கின்றோம் கண்ணிலே நீர் வடிந்து கண்ணிலை தேற்றி வந்து எல்லையில்லா உன் வடிவை துதிக்கின்றோம் மனம் காற்றாய் அலைத்தோடும் எனும் போதும் கைவிட மாட்டோம் இடைவிண்ணை தொடும் நேரம் நீயே பார்த்துக்கொள் மனம் காற்றாய் அலைத்தோடும் எனும் போதும் கைவிட மாட்டோம் இடைவிண்ணை தொடும் நேரம் நீயே பார்த்துக்கொள் சுடும் தீயில் விடும் தேகம் பதம் பற்றிடும் சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு காணல் நீரிந்த உலகம் எண்ணிலையாது தடைகளில் தேங்கி நின்றேன் வழி தெரியாது காணல் நீரிந்த உலகம் எண்ணிலையாது தடைகளில் தேங்கி நின்றேன் வழி தெரியாது என்னுள் வினாய் எழுகின்ற போது உன்னில் விடை எழுந்திடும் அல்லவா வானமழை தடுக்கின்ற போது சேரும் மழை உடத்திடும் அல்லவோ நீக்கி வழியாக்கி உனை நோக்கி வந்திட அருளனை தருவாய். சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட. சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு. சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட. சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு. எம்மையாகின்ற அருணை மலையானே கருணையில் அருளவாராய். பஞ்சபூதத்தில் ஆட்சி புரிகின்ற நித்யனே விளங்கி வாராய். தூணிலும் துரும்பிலும் எனதுயிரிலும் இருந்து ஆட்கொண்டவா. கனவிலும் நினைவிலும் இமை பொழுதிலும் எம்மை காக்கின்றவா. தூணிலும் துரும்பிலும் எனதுயிரிலும் இருந்து ஆட்கொண்டவா. கனவிலும் நினைவிலும் இமை பொழுதிலும் எம்மை காக்கின்றவா. தடைகளை உடைத்து எதிரியை ஒழித்து சிவமயமாக்கிடவா. உன் தரிசனம் காட்டில் கொடி தடை நாட்டில் ஈரானே இந்நாட்டின் ராஜாதி ராஜனே. சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட. சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு. சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாது வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட. சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு. சிவாய நம உபாயம் தரும் அனுதினம் விடாத வினை தொடாது விடும் பணிந்திட. சிவாய நம மந்திரம் மறவாத ஒரு நாள் மனமனு. राजाय प्रशत्यशालिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे श्यामे कामाय कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः.
சரதி போற்றி சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி நேயத்தே நின்றறிமலனடி போற்றி பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி மாறாத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி. ஈசனே சிந்தை கவனம் நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய். கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்ட எம்மை நீ கரம் வந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அளவற்றும் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட வாராய். அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய். அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய். அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய். அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய். சூலமும் மெய்யினில் வில்வமும் நிறையா கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனமல்லவா. செம்பொன் மாட சிற்றவை தனிலே சிந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே. தன்னும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியினில் இறைந்திடுவாய். மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட வான்பழனி அறவாடிட உடை சூழ்ந்திட சேர நீ வருவாய். அகம் உணர்ந்திட புறம் மகிழ்ந்திட புலித்தோலோடு நீ வருவாய். ರೂಪನೇ ಮೀನಾಕ್ಷಿ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಹಿತ ಸುಂದರೇಶನೇ ಅಣ್ಣಾಮಲೈ ಉಯುಕ್ತ ನಿತ್ಯನಂದನೇ சித்து அச்சித்தெல்லாம் முன்னாலே இயக்கும் முன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்டாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே பதிலின் வழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே உந்தன் திருப்படியில் தொழுதோமே ஆகினாய் ஆகினாய் காண பகிர்வாகினாய் ஆகினாய் ஆகினாய் ஆகி அருள்படை தரும் கர்ம விதைகள் தீர்க்கும் காசிநாதனே எங்கள் கர்மம் போக்கி எம்மையாளும் நேசனே ஏகாந்தமாக ஏக பாதம் தூக்கியே மணியாரை காக்க வேண்டும் நித்யநந்தனே ஈசனே சிந்தை கவல மன்னரேசனே நீ வருவாய் உன்னையே கதியல சரணதை உன்னையே காத்திடவா அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அரண்ட ஜோதியலே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றிடவே வாராய் நித்யானந்தனே
चमके सितारे देखो हमारे शत्रु तो सारे हारे जय हो। हम वो सिपाही जो है सदा ही रूप शिवा का धारे जय हो। हे आज अंधेरे छटे हैं कम हुए हैं घटे हैं कल जो दुश्मन यहाँ थे आज पीछे हटे हैं गाती ये धरती है गाता ये अंबर है गाती है सारी हवा तेरे मन में शिवा मेरे मन में शिवा सांसों में शिवा प्राणों में शिवा हर घड़ी में शिवा हर दिशा में शिवा आज गुंजा हुआ है जय जय शिवा तेरे मन में शिवा मेरे मन में शिवा सांसों में शिवा प्राणों में शिवा हर घड़ी में शिवा हर दिशा में शिवा आज गुंजा हुआ है जय जय शिवा तेरे मन में शिवा। सारी दीवारें भी सारी तलवारें भी तुमने दुश्मन की अब तोड़ दी है आई थी आंधियां जिस दिशा से यहाँ उस दिशा मोड़ती है
पार उतरना ही था ये तो करना ही था ये तो होना ही था सुन ले भाऊ तुमको जाना ही था हमको आना ही था ये तो होना था भाऊ।
देश भी आज अपना है देश पे राज अपना है अपना ही तो सिंहासन है और जो है ताज अपना है हिम्मत की अग्नि में लोहा पिघलता है विश्वास हमको हुआ तेरे मन में शिवा।
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Sarvaparityagis, sitting with us all over the world. Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras, with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Conscious sovereignty becomes your reality just by spending your time and space to understand, cognize, realize conscious sovereignty. No other pre-qualification is required. Listen. You spent a lot of time and space in forgetting your conscious sovereign state. So at least 1% of the time you need to spend now. Listen, the time you spent to forget your conscious sovereign state, if it is 100 hours, now at least you need to spend 1 hour to remember your conscious sovereignty. You don't need to spend 100 hours again, because to bring ignorance, it takes a lot of time. To bring enlightenment, it doesn't take much time. It doesn't take same time. 1,000 years, a room was in darkness. You don't need 1,000 years to light that room. Just one candle is enough. One lamp is enough. The room is lit. So, you need to spend at least 1% of the time, but you need to spend time and space. Be very clear. Listen carefully. When you spend time, that will become part of you. For example, if I was sitting in India and spending time waging a stupid war imposed on me by these yellow journalists, and this, actually in Indian yellow journalists they run pornography added with violence in the name of journalism. That's all. They just run pornography and violence mixed in high dosage and use celebrities as the characters and sell pornography material to common mass and keep the common mass in a very cheap, low standard of the mentality. That's all. So if I spent my time and space with them, waging war with them, by the time I am 50, even if I win the war with them, purpose of my life would have been defeated. Because I spent all my time on stupid war forced on me with the stupid people. And if I was there in India, they would have killed by now, either through the mob lynching. There are so many methodologies. They have a clear toolkits how to do this mob lynching, how they have done that. Two sadhus and his assistant in Maharashtra or Madhya Pradesh, I don't know, the Junakada sadhus, how they have been murdered. First, they told that these sadhus are child kidnappers. They spread the lies and false information and killed them. Fortunately, we know their identity and they are from a very well-known Akada and Mahants. And they have come just then to that area. They were actually crashing. So all that information was available, including the video of police handing them over to the criminals for murder. Palghar district, Maharashtra. This. So because we got so much of evidence, we were able to prove it is a lynching, mob lynching. So this incident, they failed. The Hindu phobic terrorists, they failed in this incident. Investigation revealed the truth. But they have a toolkit, a very organized toolkit, how to make somebody look like antisocial and then take the law in their hand and kill. If I was sitting in India and waging this stupid war, even if I won, the purpose of life would have been lost. By 50, I'll be sitting with them. But surely if I was in India, I would not have been allowed even to live. That's the ultimate truth, the way it was going on and the way it is going even now. Anyone who revives that original indigenous, ancient, that enlightened version of Hinduism. See, Hinduism has multiple versions. In the modern day, the Christianized version, Islamized version, Westernized version, materialization, the materialistic version. Hinduism has multiple versions. Anyone who tries to live or revive the ancient, authentic, indigenous, enlightenment-centric Hinduism, the enlightenment version of Hinduism, anyone tries to revive or works for it, they are eliminated because they are the threat for people who are trying to dilute Hinduism by Christianizing it, Westernizing it, modernizing it, using it for political purpose, political advantages, using Hinduism for their materialistic advantages, all those vested interests. People who are interested in Hinduism for any reason other than Hinduism itself, for all of them, this indigenous Hindu enlightened masters are the threat. Anyone who touches, promotes the indigenous, enlightenment centric, authentic, traditional, Hinduism, the enlightenment version of Hinduism, will not be allowed to live in India. You will be surprised. Recently, in Tamil Nadu, the government officials have ordered the kids of the parents, even along with parents, cannot do any of the Hindu rituals like firewalking or that spear piercing in the tongue. It's our family custom. I still remember when I was hardly able to walk, along with my mother and my Guru Kuppammal, I did the firewalking in Draupadi Amman temple in Thiruvannamalai. By the time I was 7, 8, I have done this spear piercing in my tongue, in my body, in my aunt's village, Kuvanur. My family was the head of a village called Chamundi, and my father's sister was married to a family who were head of the village called Kuvanur, and that village temple. There is a Shiva temple and Subramanya temple. In that temple, there is a festival. Still, I remember. I was taken to that festival and where I did that tongue piercing and even in the body, the piercing. It's a family tradition, indigenous lifestyle. All this has so much of benefits to make the child immune to physical, mental pains. It's a very powerful way of training. Now, in Tamil Nadu, they passed an order. No children, even along with parents, will be allowed to do any of these rituals. How much all this has done good to me, I know. Firewalking, this Alagu Guttudal, all this, how much good it has done to me, I know. After some time, almost I became addicted to all of it. I started enjoying it so much. Everywhere, wherever, whenever it is possible, I'll start go and attend those rituals and those temple functions, festivals. In India, we have the tradition of invoking Mother Parashakti in children. Those kids, not only they walk on fire, they dance on fire and they give Arulvaku. All these traditions, I don't want to utter from my mouth. Just by one order, over. in the name of human rights. So now what will happen? Already, like now, this present generation, give them gadgets 24/7, they will be addicted. By the time they are 13, having boyfriend, girlfriend, breakup, bestie, all this they already know and they are going through it. They are experiencing. By the time they are 15, already two boyfriend or two girlfriend breakup, and 16, depression, psychiatric drugs. So this is the human rights. All the indigenous practices are destroyed. Kids are forced into drugs, either legally permitted psychiatric drugs or illegal drugs on their own. Listen, if I was in India and uttering these words, in few hours they would have arrested me. Paramashiva is protecting me. Kalabhairava is protecting me. I am safe, so I am even uttering these words. Because all of them are protecting me. Listen. Instead of spending my time and space with them, I decided to spend with the right people and right team. Sat in the Paramashiva space, organized myself properly, built a right team, right space, started doing right work. Now, we already have not only Kailasa, the Hindu nation, we are already having many countries, diplomatic relationships and recognitions, multi-level recognitions. There are some countries recognized me as a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and given their highest honor, respect. There are some countries given even awards. Some countries have recognized the Kailasa nation, and some countries have recognized the persecution. Many of the international global bodies, including United Nations, many of the international entities, global entities, we have got multi-layer recognitions. The secret is only one. Listen. The secret is I decided to spend my time space in right direction. That's all. Listen. Even if you have a self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred. Decide to spend your time and space on conscious sovereignty this Chaturmasya. This Chaturmasya till Navaratri, Dasami, Vijayadashmi, till Navaratri, Vijayadashmi. I think the English date I'll tell you. Till Navaratri, Vijayadashmi, decide to spend your time and space on the great truth, conscious sovereignty. Decide to realize conscious sovereignty. I don't know when meditation will become illegal in India. As on now, yoga and meditation is not illegal in India. So at least start doing that practice. And raise yourself towards conscious sovereignty. In Hinduism, every practice, whether the piercing or the firewalking or Pachapatni Vratam, every practice is to empower you with conscious sovereignty. That's all. I tell you, till now, we don't have a single case. A child is dead by firewalking, the child is dead by the piercing, never, not even one case. But there are many cases. Kids falling into mental disorders, physical disorders, dying, committing suicide with this heavy import of ideas into India and destroying the indigenous lifestyle. I wanted at least all my disciples to know this 4 months. I don't know the date of Vijayadashmi. Listen, 15th October 2021 is the Vijayadashmi. Till 15th October, so August, September, October, these 3 months, we call it Chaturmasya because by the Hindu calendar, from Purnima to Purnima is calculated. So, from Guru Purnima to Vijayadashmi Usually after Vijayadashmi, that 2-3 days, there will be celebration, and that Purnima, the Purnima to Purnima is Chaturmasya. After Vijayadashmi, the sannyasis have to start moving. So listen. So from this Guru Purnima to Vijayadashami, decide to spend your time and space for conscious sovereignty, especially focused on manifesting powers through conscious sovereignty. Understand? Actually, I am waiting to open the Kailasa for all of you, because layers and layers and layers of the great truths which Paramashiva manifested, the powerful methods, techniques, powerful detox methods, all ready. Actually, if you had any solution from me, powers from me, this before Kailasa, from India, through initiation, Aushada, any of it. Now the solutions I have, Aushada, solution, everything, is at least 1,000 times more powerful. 1,000 times more powerful Aushadas, solutions, detox methods. When people suffer, I feel, oh God, all it takes is one initiation and one Aushada. If I give now, that's all. This person will be cleared, whether it is mental problems or physical problems, because this Aushadas work straight on the right parasite and pulls that parasite out over. See, for 10 years, you may be struggling, suffering with some patterns like frustration, anger, delusion. Just only one pinch of Aushada and one initiation. That's all. That Aushada straight goes, pulls the parasite out. Parasite leaves your body by next day morning. You won't even remember you had this delusion, you had this problem. Such an extremely simple solution are available. Even for power manifestation. All those great things. Last 3 years, Paramashiva is continuously downloading. Actually, I feel Paramashiva kept me away from the society to do some great work. If I was continuously attending to people living in India, per year, if I help 1 crore people, 10 million, I think now, once the Kailasa opens, per year, I can help at least 10 crore, 100 million, 1,000 times better, because the whole science now revealed to me by being in this continuous samadhi. Not just raised my system to the next level. It has prepared my system to initiate masses. I am extremely grateful to Paramashiva for these 3 years of absolute love, peace, joy, compassion. I was never bothered about death. I died long before. I had a death experience long before. I am kept alive by Paramashiva to do this work. Do not want body damage before I complete this work. That's all. Human beings can start putting load, stress, more work for Paramashiva by trying to damage this body if I was in India. At least now, Paramashiva has kept me in a safe, peaceful place. Kalabhairava protecting me personally. I could see so much. Paramashiva has prepared me to do my work, to do the right work in a matured way. I should say that now I can have a matured conversation with humanity because everything needed to manifest Kailasa is ready. Let me be very honest with you all. Even I did not expect we will be recognized by so many countries in so many levels, multiple levels. Even I did not expect. Just these 3 years. So many levels of recognition. This Chaturmasya, it is only started just now. On Guru Purnima itself, we have got more than 200 commendations, like recognitions. By that time, I think this 4 months over, we may have at least 10,000 commendations, recognitions. Please understand, we are publishing only non-legal, like commendations, recognitions, honor, all that only we are publishing. All that legal recognition, which is as per the international law, like embassy relationships, those documents we don't publish because the diplomatic relationships are classified documents. That is not published. So many of you don't even know the legitimacy Kailasa has achieved internationally. There are only few things published in public, like UN recognizing the persecution of Kailasa and SPH. I think some 2-3 reports, the COVID care. 2-3 reports. I think as till now 3 reports. Can you guys project that link of the 3 reports? These are all the public documents we published. But many things like a legal recognition, we have not published for various reasons. It's a classified document. The diplomatic relationships and diplomatic agreements for various reasons. But I want you guys to know just by deciding to spend my time and space with the right people and in samadhi, just in last 3 years, the amount of work done and actually still this Guru Purnima till now, all the recognitions which can be publicized, which is not classified documents, even that we have not yet released it to all of you. The San Jose city mayor has given recognition, and so many from so many countries. The sister city agreements have been signed. The home country agreements have been, host country agreements are signed. Diplomatic relationship, full-fledged diplomatic relationships are signed. Appa. All this was possible because of Paramashiva's grace and the way he made me take the right decision. I give you the technique, key. Spend your time and space to manifest your conscious sovereignty. I tell you, conscious sovereignty will give you the higher purpose and everything you need to manifest that higher purpose. Non-involvement, cunningness, cheating, with all these emotions, if you spend time, by the time you are 50, you will be just deluded, cheating yourself, frustrated. With what you spend time, you will manifest that. That's all. I just decided I am going to spend my space and time with Paramashiva and manifest conscious sovereignty as he guides me. That's it. Guidance also came inside, from inside. I tell you, when Paramashiva ordains, he sustains. I am seeing clearly how this whole thing is evolving. We have now completely compiled the first volume of Kailasa's jurisprudence with thousands of Shastra Pramanas and compliance, Hindu compliance standards for thousands of Shastra Pramanas, with thousands of Shastra Pramanas. Above all, the foundation, the sacred book of Hinduism. See, Hinduism has sacred books. But if I have to introduce through one book all the sacred books of Hinduism, that book only is now compiled as Jivan Mukti Bhashya. In that book, I have given the basic Upanishads from Vedas and Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita. This Prasthanatraya. This is the foundational text for the whole Hinduism. All Sampradayas agree, including Buddhism and Jainism. Please understand that. See, they may fight, negate, but the foundation, this 3-book forms the foundation. All Sampradayas agree. Like how the Om is accepted by all Hindu Sampradayas. Even Jains chant Om. Buddhists chant Om. How the Om is accepted by all Sampradayas of Hinduism. Same way this Prasthanatraya is accepted by all Sampradayas. Even for disproving Hinduism, they touch only Prasthanatraya. If somebody wants to abuse Hinduism, if somebody wants to explain Hinduism, somebody wants to revive Hinduism, somebody wants to abuse Hinduism, somebody wants to attack Hinduism, somebody wants to legitimize Hinduism, or somebody wants to make Hinduism illegitimate, Prasthanatraya is the book they attack. When somebody wants to revive, they explain the Prasthanatraya properly. When somebody wants to abuse, they attack these 3 books. So this becomes the fundamental text for Hinduism. Core text. This core sacred text. My commentary, in a way I should say the decoding. The original intention of the text is translated and elaborated. The first edition has come out now. Of course, I'll be adding more because I wanted to add all the 108 Upanishads and all the Brahma Sutras. That will continue. But the first edition has come. This forms the basic book, sacred text of Hinduism. I want all of you to study this. Understand? I want all of you to study this. I tell you, I myself wanted to start class, Shastra Adhyayana and Vakyartha Sadas on this Jivan Mukti Bhashya The book title will be The Sacred Texts of Hinduism. The subtitle will be Jivan Mukti Bhashya, Living Enlightenment Commentary by Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The author name, that's all. Author means the translator and commentator, Bhashyakara. The original book is revealed by Paramashiva himself. Paramashiva himself revealed in Vedas all the Upanishads. It was compiled by Paramashiva's incarnation Rama. And then Paramashiva's incarnation Vyasa compiled Vyasa Sutras. And Paramashiva's incarnation Krishna compiled Bhagavad Gita. That is why Bhagavad Gita is considered as Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre. So every chapter, it insists Bhagavad Gita is a Upanishad. Shruti, not just Smriti. Even though it is part of Mahabharata. So, Paramashiva's direct revelation, Upanishads, compiled by Ramachandra, incarnation of Paramashiva. Then, Paramashiva's incarnation Vyasa compiled the Brahma Sutras, Vyasa Sutras. It is called Vyasa Sutras. And then Paramashiva's incarnation, Krishna, compiled Gita. So now, all the three books together, the commentary is available. All of you start reading. Soon I will start the classes on it. Let's focus on manifesting powers through conscious sovereignty this 4 months, Chaturmasya. I'm not going to wait till the time I'm able to open the Kailasa for all of you to come and have initiation. I'm going to start the process, classes, preparing all of you. This Guru Purnima is usually called even as Vyasa Purnima, and it is also celebrated as Vyasa's Jayanti. I have at least 6 projects, spiritual gifts, just ready to be opened and shared with you all. I'm just waiting for the right time to open the Kailasa to share all the 6 with you all. So drop your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Spend time and space with conscious sovereignty and power manifestation signs. You will simply manifest what you want. That's all is the ultimate truth. Having patience till your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial cracks, till your arrogance comes down, till your delusion leaves you, till the parasites leaves you and your system is detoxed and you come down and settle down with your Paramashivatva, till that becomes your manifested reality, not just perceived as experience, even manifested as powers. Spend time with conscious sovereignty, truth, and Paramashivatva. I tell you, spend time these 4 months as much as you can. Drop all these time wasting things in your life. Stop all stupidity, television, confusion, delusion, constantly notifying your cell phone and social media. Drop all stupidity for these 4 months. Only conscious sovereignty related work and conscious sovereignty related practices, study, cognizing, internalizing, thinking through, Vakyartha Sadas. Let's focus on conscious sovereignty. So understand, just start spending time with your conscious sovereignty. Now this book, Jivan Mukti Bhashya, and the methods like power manifestation to to manifest your conscious sovereignty, spend time and space on this. Decide other than your survival work. Like, for example, if you are doing a job, I think most of you lost the job. There is no job. There is no work. The planet Earth is shrinking. There is no work. If you are doing some work from home or some business, do that. Other than that, focus, spend all your time just on this one. Working on manifesting conscious sovereignty through power manifestation. These 4 months, I'll also start giving more and more programs. All these 6 gifts, as I told. I'm waiting for opening the Kailasa to all of you to give. There are some gifts I can give even now. I will start all those programs soon. One of the greatest gift Paramashiva has given, I'm waiting to share with you all, is Paramashiva Nadi reading. I don't know how many of you know this. Agastya Nadi, Sugar Nadi, the different Nadis are there. From the palm leaf, they will read out your whole story. Past, present, future. Paramashiva has given me Paramashiva Nadi directly from Kailasa. It's ready. Soon, I'll share with you all the gift. First of all, I have to give the long introduction. Exactly what is Paramashiva Nadi? See, it's like a palm leaf. Actually, on that palm leaf, there will not be any letters. Whoever comes and sits in the front, their past, present, future will simply appear in that palm leaf. If that palm leaf is shown to you, you will be able to read. The letters are there. But after you leave, somebody else comes and sits. The whole letters will be different. His past, present, future will be there. The palm leaf bunch will be same. Totally, it will be like a 200 or 300 bunch. When you give your thumbprint, they will pick up the bunch of your thumbprint. And then open. The readings will be exactly for you, including your name. And after you leave, the next person comes and sits. The letters in the palm leaf will be different. Same palm leaf bunch. Paramashiva has given the Paramashivan Adi directly from Kailasa. Soon I will start revealing the Paramashivan Adi reading to all of you. So many things ready to be shared. Many aushadas are ready, like mandalas which need to be energized. The energizing generating units are ready now. That's the most important thing. So listen. Same way the gadgets of Kailasa, whether the science of flight or bioenergy, charger, all these gadgets of Kailasa, those softwares also have been gifted by Paramashiva, and I already worked with all of it and it's all ready. Wanted to get Akil Kodali, Anusha Kodali to Kailasa because I wanted them to validate everything with the modern science. Soon I'm going to get Akil and Anusha to Kailasa to do this validation, like a compilation. See, it's like a thousands of revelations, layers and layers, all that need to be penned down and organized, logically presented to all of you. Mm. the gadgets of Kailasa. Even this DNA signs of how the Airavatam with multiple trunk is given birth, how the Kamadhenu is given birth, and this Parijata, the various flowers, even all those things are also Paramashiva is gifted, working on manifesting all of it. Means it's already manifested. How to reach it out to all of you? That's the only work I'm doing. Let us spend time with the conscious sovereignty and manifesting conscious sovereignty. I give you this as a Shaktipada. Take a conscious decision to live conscious sovereignty and manifest powers this Chaturmasya. Get your Atmalinga, keep it on your heart or with both within both the palms. Keep your Atmalinga and make the conscious sankalpa, resolution to manifest conscious sovereignty, not only perceived reality as the manifested reality with powers. With powers. See, you cognizing conscious sovereignty is perceived reality. You manifesting powers of conscious sovereignty is the manifested reality. So get your Atmalinga, sit. Let's have Shaktipada and Shaktinipada.
सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्वमा भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो कलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो घोरघोरकरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात्। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। सर्वो वै रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमोऽस्तु। पुरुषो वै रुद्रस्तन्महो नमो नमः। विश्वं भूतं भुवनं चित्रं बहुधा जातं जायमानं च यत् सर्वोपेश रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमोऽस्तु। तद्रुद्राय प्रचेतसे नीयुष्टमाय तव्यसे वोचेम शन्तमगुं हृदे सर्वोपेश रुद्रस्तस्मै रुद्राय नमोऽस्तु।
சொல்ல வந்தாயோ கூட்டும் இசையும் கூத்தின் முறையும் காட்டும் என்னிடம் கதை சொல்ல வந்தாயோ பாட்டும் நானே பாவமும் நானே பாடும் உன்னை நான் பாட வைப்பேனே பாட்டும் நானே பாவமும் நானே அசையும் பொருளில் இசையும் நானே அசையும் பொருளில் இசையும் நானே ஆடும் கலையில் நாயகன் நானே அசையும் பொருளில் இசையும் நானே ஆடும் கலையில் நாயகன் நானே எதிலும் இயங்கும் இயக்கம் நானே எதிலும் உலகே. நான் அசைந்தால் அசையும் அகிலமெல்லாமே அறிவாய் மனிதாவும் ஆணவம் பெரிதா. நான் அசைந்தால் அசையும் அகிலமெல்லாமே அறிவாய் மனிதாவும் ஆணவம் பெரிதா. ஆலவாயனோடு பாட வந்தவனை பாடுவாயை மூட வந்ததொரு பாட்டும் நானே பாவமும் நானே பாடும் உண்மை நான் பாட வைத்தேனே. பாட்டும் நானே பாவமும் நானே.
கண்ணில் காண்பதும் ரசிப்பதும் அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உடலெனும் காயமும் அழிந்து போகும். உன் பொருள் தீக்கிரை அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போகும். உடலினை நிஜமென எண்ணி எண்ணி தினம் உயிரை மாய்த்தவர் கோடி கோடி கோடி. பணமும் அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போனாலும் அழியாதது உன் பாதம். அணிந்த சடையும் பவளம் போல் மேனியும் அழியாதது உன் நாமம். நமச்சிவாயம் நமச்சிவாயம். கரையாதது மானுட பாவம், உண்பது குடில்களும் ஆறடி உடம்பும். தவறாதையின் பட்டரத்து எட்டுக்கொரு நடுவா நமச்சிவாயம்.
நந்தவனத்தில் ஒரு ஆண்டி 10 மாதமா குயவன வேண்டி அன்று கொண்டு வந்தான் ஒரு தோண்டி. அதை கூத்தாடி போட்டு உடை தாண்டி பிறவி தாண்டி மீண்டும் பிறந்து அழிந்து பிறந்து வஞ்சகம் செய்து தன்னை கொண்டாடி உடல் அழிந்து இறுதியில் மண்ணோடு சமாதி. மலங்கனும் மணக்கும் வேணி பொருள் கண்டு விளங்குமை ஞானி. திரை களைய நினைவோடிருப்போம் திரை காண முயல்பவர் அன்றோ. மண்ணுயிர் கொன்று சுட்டதை சென்று தோற்றதை விட்டு வென்றதை கொண்டு ஆறாத காயம் ருசிப்பது மாட்டார். தலை பூட்ட மாட்டை ரசிப்பதன்
ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
உன் பொருள் தீக்கிரை அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போகும். உடலினை நிஜமென எண்ணி எண்ணி தினம் உயிரை மாய்த்தவர் கோடி கோடி கோடி. பணமும் அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போனாலும் அழியாதது உன் பாதம். பணித்த சடையும் பவளம் போல் மேனியும் அழியாதது உன் நாமம். நமச்சிவாயம் நமச்சிவாயம். கரையாதது மானுட பாவம், உண்பது குடில்களும் ஆறடி உடம்பும். தவறாதையின் பட்டரத்து எட்டுக்கொரு நடுவா நமச்சிவாயம்.
ஊழ்வினை முன்வினை தன்னை சுடும்பினை முன்வினை அதன் முன்வணங்கிடு தலைவனை. சேர்வாய்க்காலனை உதைத்த நாயன் நடுவனை. பூரணமே ஈசனே காரணமே காரணே வாரணமே நமச்சிவாய. மரணமே வருக வருக அவனிருக்க பயம் ஒழிக ஒழிக. குங்கும சாந்தும் பரிமளமும் பிள்ளைகள் அனைத்தும் கூட்ட காமுகனும் கந்தக்கண் கொண்டிருக்கும் மாதவரும் கன்னியரும். வெந்த சதை நாளை பால் வெந்த சதை திகுமிழில் வெடிந்து விடும். உயிர் பூட்டை பிரிந்து விடும். உச்சகோட இயலாது தோழி துணி மறைத்து விடும். மேலென்ன கீழென்ன நீ என்ன நான் என்ன உயிர் போகும் தருவாயில் ஈசனே சரணாகதி.
கண்ணில் காண்பதும் ரசிப்பதும் அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உடலெனும் காயமும் அழிந்து போகும். உன் பொருள் தீக்கிரை அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போகும். உடலினை நிஜமென எண்ணி எண்ணி தினம் உயிரை மாய்த்தவர் கோடி கோடி கோடி. பணமும் அழிந்து போகும், இந்த உலகமும் பிரபஞ்சமும் அழிந்து போனாலும் அழியாதது உன் பாதம். பணித்த சடையும் பவளம் போல் மேனியும் அழியாதது உன் நாமம். நமச்சிவாயம் நமச்சிவாயம். கரையாதது மானுட பாவம், உண்பது குடில்களும் ஆறடி உடம்பும். தவறாதையின் பட்டரத்து ஏற்றுக்கொள் நடுவா நமச்சிவாயம். நமச்சிவாயம்.
focus. I search for Parabrahman like the lotus, displace darkness and pray. Vinayaka, embrace my soul, awaken the Kundalini, my Lord, take control. Cause I really don't wanna just keep on falling down. As my supreme Lord Shiva, save me now, enlighten me like the 63-9 Marga. Grace me Saiva Siddhantam like Meganda. Sivaya Namaho, Lord bring me back home. Come as Lord Krishna, show me Vishwarupa. My Lord Muruga, you are one and the same. Arumugangal within the third eye flame. My Amma, divine mother, Parasakti. Without you, how can I or anything be? As Anavam shatters to you, I surrender. My Lord Nanda Raja, the cosmic dancer. Seeing you dance, Sarvam Sivamayam at every glance. Lord, I'm seeing you dance, Sarvam Sivamayam at every glance.
Siva Siva yandre teligila rooma, Siva Siva vayu bunde tulladanga. Siva Siva yandre teligila rooma, Siva Siva vayu bunde tulladanga. Siva Siva vaya teliginul ullaga, Siva Siva vayu tiruvarulame. Siva Siva vaya teliginul ullaga, Siva Siva vayu tiruvarulame.
மலர்ந்த மணி சுடரே நீ இன்று எது திருமை தீமை உடனே கலியுக பகவதே சிவனை உடனே என்னை ஆட்கொள்வாயாக திருமத்தின் மனதை புரிதருள்வாயாக தமனை முறை விட்டம் நிரந்தரம் உந்தரி சார்ந்த மோட்சம் அனைத்தும் இந்த நட்சத்திரம் மூர்த்திகள் விஷ்ணு பிரம்மா உன் உள்ளடக்கம் வாழ்த்திட வேண்டும் ஏனெனில் இந்த தொடக்கம் நடனம் நர்த்தனம் இனி ஆடும் பொழுது சிவலோகம் நடுக்கம் திப்பொரு வெடிக்கும் தர்ம சங்கடம் தீரும் பேராலை வரட்டும் நான் தயார் நிலை மரண பயம் இனி இல்லை எவள் கணி காவல் கண்கள் உன்னை காண அவள் நிழல் போல தொடரு பாடல் பொழுது வேண்டுமே பாவம் அனுப்பி வேறொன்றுமில்லை நிலைமை மாற வேண்டும் என்பார்கள் உன் தாழ் சரணம்.
ஈசான சர்வ வித்யானாம் ஈஸ்வர சர்வபூதானாம் பிரம்மாதிபதிர் பிரம்மணோதிபதிர் பிரம்மா சிவோ மே அஸ்து சதா சிவோ தத்புருஷாய வித்மகே மகாதேவாய தீமஹி தன்னோ ருத்ர பிரச்சோதயாத்.
கண்ணுடையானே முல பொருளே காத்திருந்த நாள் பல கடவுளே கைலாயம் வரை என் மேல் முறையீடு நிலகண்டா திவ்ய தரிசனம் கொடு சினம் கொண்ட தமிழ் மகன் இசைப்படையுடன் நடைபோடும் இவன் விடைபல கண்டேன் துணையாய் உனை கொண்டேன் விட்டு கட்டை சர்ச்சைகள் பல உண்டு இனி என் மனதில் நீ நின்று கொடியவனை கொன்று வென்று அர்த்தநாரேஸ்வரா உடல் முழுதும் திருநீரு கங்காதர கடல் நதிகள் உன்னோடு நவரச தாண்டவம் திரிசூலம் கைலாயம் உன்வசம் தோடுடைய செவியோனே எனை அருள்வாயாக சிவனே திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
சிவ சிவ என்றே தெலிகில ரூம, சிவ சிவ வாயு பூண்டே துள்ளடங்க. சிவ சிவ என்றே தெலிகில ரூம, சிவ சிவ வாயு பூண்டே துள்ளடங்க. சிவ சிவ வாய தெலிவினுள் உள்ளாக, சிவ சிவ வாயு திருவருளாமே. சிவ சிவ வாய தெலிவினுள் உள்ளாக, சிவ சிவ வாயு திருவருளாமே.
நான் அசைந்தால் அசையும் அகிலமெல்லாமே. நாம் அசைந்தால் அசையும் அகிலமெல்லாமே. அறிவாய் மனிதாவும் ஆணவம் பெரிதா. நான் அசைந்தால் அசையும் அகிலமெல்லாமே. அறிவாய் மனிதாவும் ஆணவம் பெரிதா. ஆடவாயனோடு பாட வந்தவனின் பாடுவாயை இனி மூட வந்ததும் பாட்டும் நானே, பாவமும் நானே. பாடும் உன்னை நான் பாட வைத்தேனே. பாட்டும் நானே, பாவமும் நானே. கத்திக்கம் திகதிகம் திகதி தனிதபதி தரிதடி தனிதனித பமகரி சமகரி பமகர பமகரி மக பமர பமதனிதம். झुमक जन झुमक झुमक बिंधा बिंधा आ झुमक झुमक बिंधा इंदा सगरी सरी दरी 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 दब मामा नहीं दरी कटपारी तकिट जन तारे दिन तक कांग्रे करता उरी करता गारी मगारी तारी tajam tajam tarik kata ni dari nama dum tarik kata garisam tarik kata parani giri kata saga diri maga gaga papa mada papa re mada papa ra mani da tani ri saga ri maga tik kari dani dam saga ri dani ri tari tani da dari tani da dani da ri gam mada papa ga mata tani da mada tik saga ri dani ri tani da ri ga samari ri ga kari dani ri meri tani da tani da papa pata tani da papa tik tani da papa kari dani da ri tani da ri ga kaba ri da gen tik ri dani dari dari tani ri tani da maga ri dani da papa tik da papa ga mata kama ri paatuna baba bunare
भंडारी करे नंदी की सवारी भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरा भोला है भंडारी करे नंदी की सवारी शंभोनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे तेरा नाम है तारनहारा कि तू ही है पालनहारा भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरे साथ रे तू मेरे साथ रे तमाम सृष्टि का सार तू है विकार तू निर्विकार तू है कहूँ क्या बारे में तेरे भोले असीम तू है अपार तू है सुबह पे शंभो है वास तेरा
Om Om. Keep the Atmalinga and Sahasrara. Let this conscious resolution to manifest conscious sovereignty and manifesting powers enter into your being through Sahasrara. Keep the Atmalinga on Sahasrara.
वजूद मुझ में है खास तेरा गंगा सोहे जिसके केशा करता मंगल जो हमेशा भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे तू ही त्रिपुरारी कैलाशी तू ही दुख भंजन अविनाशी शंभोनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरा भोला है भंडारी जिसे पूजे दुनिया सारी भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरे साथ रे तू मेरे साथ रे उदासियों को मिटा दिया है चिराग दिल में जला दिया है हमेशा से भोलेनाथ तूने सुख का रास्ता दिखा दिया है नहीं है कोई सिवाय तेरे बने हमको बनाए तेरे अगम भी तू है सुगम भी तू है खेल ये सब रचाए तेरे खुद ही विष का प्याला दुनिया को अमृत दे डाला भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे कुल सृष्टि का चक्र चलाए बिन गौरा आधा कहलाए शंभोनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरा भोला है भंडारी करे नंदी की सवारी भोलेनाथ रे शंकर नाथ रे मेरे साथ रे तू मेरे साथ रे नमामि परमेश्वराय शंकर नमामि सर्वेश्वराय शंकर नमामि योगेश्वराय शंकर नमामि भुवनेश्वराय शंकर नमामि भुवनेश्वराय मेरा भोला है भंडारी करे नंदी की सवारी नमामि योगेश्वराय शंकर नमामि भुवनेश्वराय शंकर नमामि भुवनेश्वराय मेरे साथ रे तू मेरे साथ रे मेरे साथ रे तू मेरे साथ रे
पचामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्युर्मोक्षे मामृता शिव शम्भु हे महेश्वर देवादिदेव ত্রিলোকেশ্বর তুমি আদি হে অনন্ত জটাধারী নীলকণ্ঠ তুমি প্রলয় তুমি সৃষ্টি ত্রিনয়নে কৃপা দৃষ্টি তুমি ত্রাতা তুমি দাতা তুমি মুক্তি হে বিধাতা ওম নমঃ শিবায় 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 সদা যোগী শিরে গঙ্গে নিয়ে ভস্য সারা অঙ্গে কর পালন নেত্রীভুবন তব অপার লীলা রঙ্গে ধরো ত্রিশূল নে হস্তে আনো শান্তি শুভ চিত্তে তুমি ত্রাতা তুমি দাতা তুমি মুক্তি হে বিধাতা ওম নমঃ শিবায় 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 ওম নমঃ শিবায়
Om. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, collective integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam. Parama, the Shuddhadvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धान्त स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञान सम्बन्ध देशिक स्वामि वागीश सुन्दर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञान सम्बन्ध स्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गि साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर
Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanaramasukhanam kevalam jnanamurtim dvandvatitam gaganasadushnam tattamasyadilakshయం ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshibhutam bhavatitam trigunarahitam Sadgurum tam namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you, out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift. Playing with life. Playing with being alive.
Yes.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained what is power manifestation. Power manifestation is a cognitive shift from what we understand as body and mind to the conscious serenity as our reality. It's a science of power manifestation. This is a science because it is repeatable and each one of us can experience that. And the evidences is listed here. Beautifully, Bhagwan gives us Shastra Pramana, the scriptural evidences, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana, the Aptas, the results and experience of the Aptas. Aptas are Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, all of them, millions of them, are authority of Hinduism who have manifested these powers and having a superconscious breakthrough in a human life and living and manifesting the beautiful space of conscious serenity as their reality. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of each power manifestation, Bhagwan's very own Leelas. Bhagwan plays the Leela, how a human can have a conscious breakthrough, the conscious sovereignty as reality, and have a superconscious breakthrough and manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of disciples, devotees, followers all around the world, initiated by Bhagwan into the science of power manifestation. Bhagwan beautifully says, I myself will be in the Kailash courtyard and manifest all the powers of Paramashiva through you. And Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagwan beautifully says, how we cherish delusion when we are having so many thoughts in our inner space. Here, when you drop, unclutch, and continuously being the conscious sovereignty as your reality, you start experiencing the thoughtless space as your reality. That's what Bhagwan gives us, the greatest gift and initiation and Shaktipada, Shaktinipada, to experience the conscious sovereignty as our reality. Each one of us have to receive the prasada from Bhagwan. All the darshan and all the blessing and all the boons have been showered on us. Now it is us who can experience the conscious sovereignty as our reality and manifest our life as powers. Beautifully, Bhagwan gives the Shastra Pramana, the reference from the Veda Agamas. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, the consciousness, Bhairava, one who experiences the consciousness. Tantra is the method to experience the conscious breakthrough and into the science of power manifestation. Beautifully, this is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 32, Dharana 57.
आसने शयने स्थित्वा निराधारं विभावयन् स्वदेहं मनसि क्षीणे क्षणादक्षीणाशयो भवेत् आसने शयने स्थित्वा निराधारं विभावयन् स्वदेहं मनसि क्षीणे क्षणात् क्षीणाशयो भवेत्.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, being seated on a comfortable seat or on a bed, firmly cognize that your own body is without any support or base from anywhere it is resting on. Nothing. By holding this cognition, when the mind becomes worn away and thoughtlessness arise, then in the instant one becomes and experience the space beyond the mind, the space of Paramashiva. Beautifully, Bhagavan gives us how we can experience the thoughtless space and start experiencing the conscious sovereignty as our reality. Bhagavan beautifully says a story how an elephant, when it was small, they tie up with a metal chain. It is very hard for the elephant to move around, and it is chained to the temple pillars. As they grow up and when they are grown, they are again tied, but this time they are not the iron chain, rather they just tie them with a simple chain where it is just something that even a baby could open it and move off. But the elephants do not move from the pillar till you untie that very little thread that you have tied. It will not move out of it because it has delusion that it is tied to the pillar. That is how Bhagavan says we are tied to our problems, our incompletions, our guilt, fear, and all the delusions that we are holding. And if we let go that, we will simply understand the higher space, the conscious novelty as our reality. Beautifully, Bhagavan says how we can experience conscious sovereignty as a reality where the cow is tied to the one stick, and more it starts understanding to live in that space. That rope start becoming longer and longer. The same way our conscious sovereignty starts manifesting as reality. We have got a longer rope at least to manifest more reality as conscious sovereignty. But we are continuously in the space of outer world with the materialistic thinking, which is cunning, which is upsetting, which is frustrating, whatever we are cherishing, then that becomes the bondage that we are caught up to, which is not the existential reality. Anything that the world is creating is not the existential reality. And we are assuming that to be true because we are seeing it every day. But in the deep sleep, or before we are born, or after we are gone, it is not there. So it cannot be an existential reality which does not exist before or after. So we can really see what is that which is conscious sovereignty, what is that we experience as oneness, and which is the existential reality. It is not nothing will be lost. We will understand the higher depth of how to manifest our life. Lokas are created by the rishis, and beautifully they are able to manifest any reality when they are in the oneness space with Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully says how the Atma Pramana, Apta Pramana, where Krishna carries the Govardhana mountain, and he carries the Govardhana mountain not by an effort but just with his small little finger to showcase that that is not an effort but it is simply conscious sovereignty, to showcase to the world how you can live as superconscious being even as a mountain. It is just a feather weight. And beautifully the whole village could stand under this mountain to showcase it's not just some mythology, but really it happened, where Indra flooded the place and all the people went and stood under the mountain. This is clearly documented in Srimad Bhagavatam and Canto 10, Chapter 24. And it clearly says how the mountain became as light as feather. And all the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa picture that has been taken, once the photographer was taking the picture, while he was taking the picture, his chin started falling because Ramakrishna went into samadhi. And when the chin started falling, he went close by to just lift his pen with just one finger. But suddenly the body started floating like a feather and he just moved back. The presence, the more we are present in the inner space as conscious serenity, that who we are, I am Paramashiva, the more you become light as a feather. You're powerful than the nuclear energy that Bhagavan is giving us all these great signs to understand who we are. And we are forgetting the whole fact how we exist as Paramashiva and crumbled into some mere things, that impossibility that we keep posting in our life. Beautifully, Bhagavan has given the greater reality, greater science, and he himself explains in the Atma Pramana.
And gravity going up and down till 2015, gravity was a permanent, established, definite unit force. We have enough of video evidence. In 2012 itself I said it is not. Gravity goes up and down. Now in 2015, scientists have confirmed what I said. Gravity is not permanent, unchangeable power or force. Please understand, when the cosmic magnetic waves have a different influence on the planet Earth and the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your everyday thinking, your everyday action, because your patterns, you carry two levels of patterns. Patterns related to your actions. When you wake up, how you wake up, how you drink your cup of coffee, how you run to the restroom, how you take bath, how you eat, what you like, what you don't like. Your all day-to-day actions. The action-based patterns are muscle memory. Those patterns are recorded in your muscles, so it's called muscle memory. And your cognition, listen, second is your cognition-based patterns. What you feel as you, what you feel about you, how you cognize you, your cognition-based patterns. Morning, how you cognize you. After a cup of coffee, how you cognize you. Evening, how you cognize you. When hormonal pressure is there on your body, how you cognize you. When the hormones are released, how you cognize you. When there's a fear, shivering, how you cognize you. When there's a success, support, how you cognize you. Your cognition-based patterns, they stay in your biology, in the core of you. That is why they are called biomemory, because they are very close to the life, God particle in you. Muscle memory, one layer pattern, all the patterns related to actions. Biomemory, layer of pattern, all the patterns related to your cognition. Third is bioenergy, the God particle in you. When the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your muscle memory and biomemory, because your muscle memory and biomemory is matter. They are not conscious. Matter means they do, and they are also under the influence of gravity. Please understand, they may be micromilligram. Your depression has weight over you. It weighs you down. That is why when your body levitates, you are completely out of depression. Understand? Levitation is not just to fly or jump. By levitation, you are not going to reach New York from here. You are not going to go to Germany from here. The purpose of levitation is not flying to different place or space or country. But by the time your body levitates, whatever weighs you down is kicked out of you. Whether it is micromilligram or micromilligram, your depression as a weight, because it is a pattern. Patterns are only matter, and matter as a weight. It has a mass and weight. Please listen. Even a slight magnetic wave change on the planet Earth, a slight change in the gravitation force can suddenly make so much of free space in you. If you know how to handle the free space in you, you will just fall into the unclutching. Enlightenment, meditation, your biomemory and muscle memory will become pure. You will just radiate complete completion. But if you don't know how to handle that vacuum, that emptiness inside, you will fall into loneliness, more depression.
The Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple who are sharing. Shakshi Pramana, Bhagavan has beautifully given how they have shared. And here you can see the weight of the object changing, and how Bhagavan said that you can experience the conscious serenity when you unclutch and are experiencing the higher reality. Now each one of us can experience the levitation when we become light by experiencing the thoughtless space. Now, if you have the Jnananjan in your Kantamala, you can apply in your third eye and your temples. And if you have the camera, you can start recording. Make sure the place is very safe. There is no sharp object or something close by which you will hurt when your body is levitating. And if you are going to increase or decrease the object weight, make sure you measure the weight, and then you can check after the session, the Mahavakya, whether the weight has changed. In Kailash Courtyard, each one of the balasans sat on a weighing machine and seeing if they are losing the weight and they are becoming lighter as consciousness. Beautifully, Bhagavan was doing that as the last thing before we stopped the Kailash Courtyard because he has to move out. And here, Bhagavan is giving us, all of us, initiating us into the power manifestation of the greatest science. You can sit in Padmasana, the Samana Mudra, when you clutch both your fingers and the thumb being on the top. You can keep your hands on the thigh, like how Bhagavan is sitting. And you can sit in Padmasana if possible. If not, you can sit in the regular way that you're comfortable with. Now let's get into the deep oneness space of Paramashiva. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Visualize Paramashiva in a third eye. Bhagavan beautifully says how the parasites in our body, the lower three chakras, are only the bacteria and parasites which creates all the reactions that we are going through. If not for them, we are out of delusion. Bhagavan says simply they will be removed and you will be in such a oneness space of Paramashiva. And absolute unclutching from anything that is, even you suspect it is a delusion. Anything which is there in the outer world, which is not the existential reality, which does not exist before you are here. And it is not relative. It is only the space. Because you perceive it, you are manifesting that as reality. So, complete with everything. That which is not there in the deep sleep and dream state is not the existential reality. And continuously untouched from everything that you know, everyone that you know, and whatever you have thoughts. Any SDHT, self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred, drop at Bhagavan's lotus feet again and again. Raise yourself as Thyaga. The only thing you have to do is sit straight and head, neck and spine is straight. Visualize Bhagavan's beautiful gestures, beautiful initiation and showering the gorgeous looks, the smile, the blessing of boons and giving us powerful cognition. Verbalize and visualize only this as your powerful space, as your inner space for few minutes. Put away your gadgets, put away your thoughts. You have two minds now, gadgets as one and your thoughts. So put away both. Only for recording you can use your gadgets. Otherwise, don't use your gadgets for a few minutes. Few minutes only experience the oneness with Paramashiva. Start chanting Mahavakya so that your whole being vibrates and you are enticed, you are engulfed in it. You just become possessed by the Mahavakya and you dissolve yourself in the Mahavakya, raising yourself to the highest frequency of Paramashiva. Continuously chant the Mahavakya. Whatever Bhagavan has given boon, let it come as our reality and manifest as powers. Levitation not only removes your heaviness in your body and levitate, but also your inner space where you get rid of so much of depression, frustration, everything, and you start becoming so beautiful as conscious serenity, as light as feather, simply floating on air as your reality. Continuously hold this beautiful, powerful space and chant the Mahavakya to experience the oneness and the levitation power. Now let's start chanting the Mahavakya intensely.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Beautifully, whatever you have experienced as prasada, now take a picture of that. If you have an object that you've video of or of the weight which has decreased, as it is levitating. Or if you have experienced, you can share that at the end of the session. We'll have one more cycle. Whatever you have experienced, the deeply into oneness with Paramashiva and manifest our inner space, the whole reality also brings so much of auspiciousness and abundance. Is it possible for each one of us? Yes, that's what is our further life that is expanding into as conscious sovereignty as our. And again, more and more we are in the conscious sovereignty, more we understand the greater intelligence. All this is about how we are manifesting more intelligence, how to live a life much more in grandeur way as Hindu narratives, not as the mere delusion with all the boredom and tiredness and disease and death, with pain and all the traumas that we need to go through as a human. Rather, we can live as conscious sovereignty, manifesting our reality as auspiciousness, commanding the world with our whatever is our sankalpa becomes the real more and more into the reality itself. Such a beautiful space Bhagavan has initiated us into, and holding that and manifest becomes our prasada, and it becomes grounded and bolted when you share that to the world. Now we'll have one more quick cycle of manifesting the power of levitation and continuously chant the Mahavakya. Put away your gadgets, put away your thoughts. Which thoughts are we holding when we go to sleep? Nothing. We go to deep sleep and we go to the dream state without all this that we have in the outer world. Same way, consciously drop everything for few minutes and unclutch from that again and again as it comes and get back. Hey, I'm Paramashiva. Let me hold only Bhagavan inside me and the powerful cognition that Bhagavan gave. Other than conscious sovereignty, the powerful cognition that he gave, I'm not going to think about anything. If we are in a deep fear or a deep greed, we won't think about anything. Same way, you are in deep authenticity, awareness, and literally sit as 25 heads as Para Shakti with 75 eyes and 50 hands. When you're so alive, nothing can disturb you. When you're holding that ultimate space, that you're Brahmanya Pahaputratam, you are the favorite inheritance of the cosmos, nothing can disturb because you are now the consciousness itself, the Paramashiva, the quantum itself. More you experience not as words but as cognition shift that you are consciousness, you are Paramashiva, you will understand that everything that exists is Paramashiva. That Bhagavan beautifully said, Rama avatar of Paramashiva, Krishna avatar of Paramashiva. Everything happens as Paramashiva, as manifesting as Parashakti. Continuously hold and enjoy the whole scene, how you are come to planet Earth to experience everything. The sun's rays is equally power as the sun's, but the clouds are not stopping the suns, but even the clouds are seen because of the suns. So understand the higher signs that even we are here because of the conscious sovereignty. Bow down and in deep gratitude decide that you are here to experience the oneness and receive the prasada. So let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Continuously chant the Mahavakya. Beautifully merge into the oneness space of Paramashiva and manifest the power of levitation. Either you or you can have an object which is weighed and you can start levitating the object. Let's start manifesting the power of levitation.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
Beautiful. Please open your eyes. Whatever prasada you have received from Bhagwan, It can be your experience, it can be your powerful cognition, it can be levitation of you or levitation of the object, or whatever you have had the experience, all the blessings and all the initiation. You can thank Bhagwan for that, sharing it in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. Again and again, Bhagwan is asking you to share, because only when you verbalize yourself, you start really experiencing what you are. You are Paramashiva. Go on writing to the world how you experience Paramashiva, conscious sovereignty, as your reality, and how it has become more and more every day through all the power manifestation, that it becomes more and more real for you, that manifestation starts happening in you. When you share all these great signs, and if you have not manifested, if you feel that you have some other people who are manifested, go ahead, share them, like them, and comment them. Beautifully, all these great truths are given to us. When you contribute to the other's life, it becomes more reality in you. And if you see the $sign at the end of the YouTube, you can offer to Kailasha whatever Bhagwan is showering in deep gratitude. When you offer your gratitude, even as low as 1 unit of your currency, the simply showering of auspiciousness and abundance happens. That's why each and every Hindu temple, at the Dwajastambham, they have a hundi for us to offer. And all that we offer simply wipes away all that incompletion and builds the Kailasha in our inner space when we vote for Paramashiva as our reality. Again and again, surrender all these powers and powerful cognition to Bhagwan's lotus feet. Contribute to Bhagwan's, thank all the things that he is giving, and thank Bhagwan with a deep gratitude, and offer all the powerful cognition and power manifestation at his lotus feet. Thanking each one of you, hundreds of you sitting here and manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Bhagwan himself has said, whoever is in the Kailash courtyard, I myself will manifest their auspiciousness and abundance as each one's reality. That beautiful space, we are all experiencing the greatest intelligence that has happened to us as an initiation, as our own conscious sovereignty, as our own reality. So with that deep gratitude, let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. Again, we'll have at 6 p.m. in the Kailash Courtyard in the Zoom session. You can log in through eKailasha. Thank you, Nithyanandam.